Hey, good morning. Yeah, I'm trying to be super fancy, super chic, and super, what would you say, cool. This is a super cool look. I got my hat over my head wrap, and let's see how that works, as far as heat. See how long this will last, okay? So I need some water. I gotta have Kwame give me some. I get my 2 cases of water. I've been drinking more water, and I know why I am sweating more. So I am taking this new herb. So I gotta go back to Nana and Ketia because, hey, good morning. Because I ran out of the herbs he gave me, which was the herbs filled with all the minerals. Let me get my fan so we can talk. Which is the herbs filled with all the minerals, right? Which I'm going to get more. Maybe we'll go today or definitely tomorrow or Sunday. Sunday might be the best day. So anyway, we're going to go see Nana and Ketia. Yeah, definitely this weekend. But Nana and Ketia had given me these other herbs that was supposed to be. It was that ingredient. It was that herbal plant, basically. That the sister that was from Sage Remedies, who had read about Nana and Ketia in a book written by these white guys, who really is about natural healing. The book is great. And she was like, I had mentioned when I was in the store, I was like, oh yeah, Kwame, we gotta go see. Oh, Nana and Ketia told us about the sea salt. And she was telling me that she was selling the sea salt that she had got from the Volta region. And I said, oh, Nana and Ketia. And she said, how do you know Nana and Ketia? And she said, he's written in this book and they say he's in Ghana, but I don't know him. And so, yeah, we introduced them. But that herb, we were telling him, like, Nana and Ketia, you in this book. And the white guy did this research and he mentioned this herb that could strengthen the immune system against anything. And Nana Ketia said, oh yeah, he smiled. And then he said, before he left, he gave me this herbs, in powder form. And he said, anybody that's worried about any kind of disease or virus or whatever should take this, and it's great for strengthening the immune system. So since I ran out my other powder herbs, I took it. It smelled good, the whole bit. So when you're first taking these herbs, they're so powerful that you actually need to drink a lot of water. And so I've been drinking a lot of water. So the herbs, between the herbs and the water and the detoxification process, you sweat a lot. Even when Kwame take the herbs, you sweat a lot. That means that it's identifying whatever needs to be getting rid of from your body. But let me say this. I think everything is biochemical, right? So I think it's a bio-spiritual. I'm gonna use something like that. It's mind over matter too. So if you're already taking some herbs that you truly believe that's gonna heal your body, and that's chemically structured as your natural state of body, your natural state of body is healing. Your natural state of body is to fight, if it has to, anything that is foreign to it, right? And it is natural, meaning your body in its natural state is in its God state. It's in its God state. Like, that's real important to remember. That the reason why that mind is over matter, that your mind, the way you think, can heal the body no matter what conditions, is because your mind is actually God. Your mind is faith. Your mind is consciousness. Your mind is higher vibratory frequency. Your body is lower vibratory frequency. Vibratory frequency, yes, but thank goodness lower. So we focus a lot on our body, but what happens when we're focusing to better our state of mind, the way we think, the same thoughts we used to think, we don't think anymore. And we program our bodies, or our mind really first, to think different thoughts. Then we're going to create a new body, because your mind governs the body. Your mind and your body, it can only be one if you understand that your mind, your consciousness, your God state is governing the body. So not the doctor, not the pill, not even a suggestion, but yes, the suggestion. The reason why we get in sick states is because it's suggested that we'll get sick. It's suggested that it's flu season, so you're going to get the flu. And your mind, your God, is going to tell your body what to do. So if you're programming your God, if you're programming your God self, your God consciousness, that you're going to get sick, or you're going to get a disease, or you're going to get a virus, then your body is going to follow, because your mind is programmed. I was thinking about this idea. I was driving on my way here, and I was thinking this idea of mind control. I was like, you know what? Of course somebody else can control your mind, because you're not. If you're not going to control your mind, somebody else will. It makes sense that if you control your mind, then no one else can. But if you don't, anyone can. Anything can. And most of us are under mind control willingly. We turn on the TV, we eat the same foods, we go to the same places, we hang out with the same people, so we're under control. You know, it's so deep that I'm gonna go here. This is a class that I will teach because I can't go here far. You know, the tremendous belief here in the juju. Does it things occur when people put something on you? Absolutely, because you believe it. And the belief is so deep, it's actually in the culture. So it's somewhat feeling like it's in the biochemistry, that is almost in your DNA. Your mama, father, all believed it to be true. So you're almost born believing that it's true. So because you believe it happened to you, it's going to happen. And it's going to affect you in other ways. But can you imagine if your belief was that there was a pill that could get rid of the juju that somebody put on you, and you believed in that pill just as much as you believed in that juju, that pill would seemingly get rid of the spell. We don't understand truly belief unless we believe when we see it in faith healing. In faith healing, we see a lot of so-called miracles that actually are really changing. Why? Because the person believed that God, that anointment, that Jesus Christ, that energy could actually heal. So therefore it does. We could change everything about ourselves. You know, I was thinking, so why don't we, right? A lot of us will start on a wonderful healing journey. We will start doing affirmations, visualizations, meditations, all of it, very powerful. And why? And we see some change, but we don't stay with it because our body is more programmed to doing the same thing we've been doing, whether that's thinking the same thoughts or doing the same activities. That when we actually change our minds and start practicing this new way of thinking, we don't feel like ourselves. We feel weird. We feel strange. We feel not like ourselves. And that not like ourselves is so unfamiliar and so frightening that it's just easy to go back thinking the same thoughts, doing the same deeds, having the same experiences, still staying the same and never really having those new things you want. We got to stay in that uncomfortable feeling. We got to stay in discomfort just for a little while until it turns into creating that. I mean, this is all proven in the placebo effect. The placebo effect is a most brilliant, most proof to me of mind-body connection. It's the most, this is clinical studies to say you gave these participants a sugar pill, and you gave these participants a pill a so-called real drug, and they're both supposed to alleviate the effects of chemotherapy. And you told the people that both the pills don't matter because they don't know. It's a blind study, so they don't know. There's a double-blind study, and there's even a triple-blind study, and that all means is that the blind study is that the participants who are taking the pills don't know that there's a difference between the sugar pill and the actual drug. A double-blind study means that the physician who's administering the drugs don't know the difference between the placebo and the actual drug. And a triple means that the one that actually is garnering the results from the study doesn't know it well, which is really good. And in each case, they prove that the people who had the placebo got just as well, if not more, than the people that took the drug. And it was only sugar pills, this placebo. So the idea of it is that it's the belief that somebody said that these pills would be good. Can you imagine if our society, if those that were so-called in power, and power is only what you believe somebody to have, or yourself, that they would say that there is no, you know what, just like some nation that is completely, absolutely gone. It does not exist. And because this is like you believe in the voodoo doctor or the witch doctor, you also believe in the white coat doctor too, which could be very wonderful. Doctors could be the greatest, real healers and servants of healing in the world because we believe in them. So can you imagine if they told us, not only are you going to live, you're going to live to 110 years old. It's guaranteed. I read it in your biochemistry, and make it up. Because it's a suggestion. Suggestions are powerful. I believe that your biochemistry told me. I got a test. I took the test. I have a white coat. I know you believe me. But you're going to live forever. You're going to live to at least 110. Believe me, you would live to 110. So we could actually change the world the way it is to a more positive, more uplifting, more humane society by using those power structures to tell us something great. Tell us that it's over, it's done. Nothing you need. I'm telling you, you're fine. You're gonna go. Everybody would, and the ones that wouldn't are the ones that's pessimistic. They had studies that showed that people that were more optimistic would actually heal from the same dis-ease or suggestion of a placebo, or the suggestion of a placebo, than the people that were pessimistic. So the only ones that would really die is the pessimists because they just don't believe it, and belief is everything. It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep stuff, and it's so simple, but what we need is time. So I did a meditation today about my eyesight being totally, restored, and I was so connected to it that I cried because I saw it come true. I saw it happen. What's this one, baby?
Rhonda, I did respond for the phone number.
No, so don't do her. Okay, baby. So thank you, Madasi. So, and it was so profound. I already saw. See, our future is based on our past. What we have experienced in the past, we will experience in the future because that's all we program ourselves to believe in. That's why you got to play with the body. The body, like I said, mind over matter. So your mind got to tell the body what to do. But guess what? Since it's been doing something for so long and you're telling it something opposite, you got to tell it a lot. You got to become consistent. And in that consistency, again, you're going to feel that shift and it's not going to feel as comfortable. Comfortable is overrated, right? We know comfortable means staying in the same place. That's why we bring ourselves everywhere we go. So if we change how do you change the molecular structure? Mache, wahote se. Mi hoye. That way. All right. Yes. So, yeah, y'all. So I'm telling you, I feel like I got this. It's nothing you've not heard before, but when you talk about the scientific studies, and I feel like that's what I'm gravitating to, is the scientific studies, because there's who's going to argue with you on that one? Like, they did studies, okay? They got equipment and, to measure stuff. So, but it's still faith. It's faith in the pill or faith in the white coat, and that's great. That's why if you tell somebody they're going to get something, they're going to die, they're going to die. If you tell them they're going to be well, they're going to be well. And we have to, and so for a lot of us, why is it so difficult for us to change too? Because we may have gotten a concept that, placebo effect proves it, but that we can heal ourselves with the way we're feeling, thinking, and reprogram ourselves. But if your mama, your husband, your father, your friend, your generation, and you're constantly around them telling you you're crazy, the doctor says you only got 6 months, you're going to die. And then they tell everybody else you're dying, and then they got the emotion to go with it. Mama, she died, the doctor said. So you understand, and that's the drama, so that's the feeling. So now it's getting dramatic. Then you told somebody that wasn't even involved in this whole thing. Now they calling everybody else, did you hear Edna going to die? She got the so-and-so. And then everybody, until you can see how this vibratory frequency builds. But if you told everybody the doctor said that you ain't nothing wrong, that they can't see nothing, feel nothing, as a matter of fact, but you might not still feel it because you in your mind going, but I got these symptoms that's telling me, because those symptoms was programmed in you. And what the doctor would have to do is give you a pill that said, because you believe in the pill, whatever your greatest belief is the possibility of your greatest healing. So if the doctor says, oh, your pill, I got this pill that's going to relieve it, and you take it, you're like, the doctor was right, because you believe in medicine. So let's give you some medicine that look like the one you took, and that tastes like the one you took, used to, but it's totally sugar pill, or water pill, or salt, saline, or whatever. They show this proven in surgeries, where they would pretend like they were performing a surgery on you. They would just cut you open and sew you back up. You didn't even know. You believed in the healing because you believed that the surgery was going to be well. Can you imagine the surgery said, this is 100% proof that you're going to live? Can you imagine how many more people would? Only because the people's belief turned on because they believed so highly in that. So I got an experiment for everybody. What do you truly believe in? I'm going to tell you how it is even for me, and how I've probably stayed as well as I have for so long. Whether it's true or not, I believe that a plant-based diet is the best diet for me. Whether it's true or not, right? And this is what a friend of mine kind of was saying, and if whether it's true or not, I believe that raw foods is a higher vibratory frequency. Whether it's true or not, I believe that I can heal myself and that the doctors they ain't got nothing to tell me. This is a belief. Whether it's true or not, I believe in natural healing. I believe in natural remedies. I put my life on it, obviously, because I don't take the other medicine, I take that. And my belief in it is always has never failed me because it's such a belief. It's just like whatever they say. So I was not trained to believe in the doctor, so to speak. Not to say that the doctors could, like I said, be a wonderful upward movement of divine healing because people do believe in them, and that's okay. But can you imagine if they would lead the people to strength and longevity and to spontaneous healing because they said them to them, I'm giving you something that's which they are doing with the placebo effect. There's nothing wrong with believing in anything as long as that anything is pulling you into a positive state instead of negative. So that's why you're going to have to believe in your own self. They said that the body, so when the people that took the placebo effect and believed that disease or was going to be healed by that pill, what happened was the effect that they put in a pill to make your body produce something that's going to make you better, that the body itself was producing those, if you want to say neurotransmitters, was producing those effects. So your body really can heal itself. It can produce more insulin. It can produce, just like it can take away or deplete your insulin. You understand? Your body is a chemical programmer, and it can produce at will anything you need, and they know it because they can scientifically, with instruments and apparatus, if you will, measure that that's happening. So therefore, you can become a new person. I mean, the science is out there, so why are we not? So, because if people want to go with science, then the science is out there to prove it. This is in high medical, respected institutions. This is going back to even sometime like the 1700s. I mean, like, this stuff is out there. Nobody can say they never heard of placebo effect, because everybody has, because it's been scientifically proven, studied, and so faith is a placebo effect too, in a sense, because faith is about belief in that God, that Jesus, that this can heal you. And it can. That's why we can walk on hot coals, because we have a belief that we will not be harmed because our God consciousness will protect us. Belief is what we're operating out of in general. Some of us have, so if you don't have a belief, you were never taught not to do something. So in other words, if you were never taught that you couldn't be, if somebody said to you, you can't be a designer because you're 54 years old, like they tell people on American Next Top Model when I used to watch it, you're 25, you can't be a model. And you believe that, then you'll never be that. But if somebody ever told you that and you decide to go model or to be a designer, nobody ever told you couldn't, so you don't have a built-in belief about that thing. Most of the things that we don't do because we believe we can't do is because there's a belief built in that somebody said after this age or after that time, women would have babies at 45, 50 with no negative effects on the child or the fetus, if nobody told them that that's what the effect would be. So what we got to practice doing is getting rid of our old belief systems by simply believing in something new. And forcing, in a sense, or being consistent with the new belief. I hope that helps this morning. That's what I got out of my daily meditation. So I am doing meditations and visualizations. So when a sister friend of mine said, when I said cooked food makes me not feel good, she said, well, that's your belief. In a sense, she was right. It's either one is right. We're both right. Because if my belief that raw food makes me feel better, then that's what's going to make me feel better. If my belief that cooked food is making me feel bad, then that's what's going to happen. It's still about your belief. You got a choice. Point your belief to what you believe in and then make that happen. At the same time, remember she was saying that she wanted to be more on a plant-based diet. So there must be a belief that a meat-based diet or a plant-based diet was better. She must have switched her belief system to believe that. Therefore, it was. And she talked about how easy it was for her to transfer from meat to plant-based. because her belief was towards something that was better for her. And it's not, I mean, diet, that, yeah, we can scientifically prove that there's things that's inside. But I think that why, if we believe that a plant-based diet is better, I think that we're also dealing with that vibratory frequency of the plants, or the belief of in it at least. Because they know they have, like, we talk about these church services where the people actually, dance with a serpent that is known to be deadly and poisonous, and even take levels of poisonous. But when they're in a trance-like state, an anointed state, a consciousness of oneness with the divine, they're not affected by it. So belief is deep. A lot of us, how some of us living in toxic environments, but yet we're happy because our energy is joyful, our energy is happy, therefore we're not being affected. We have to explore this a whole lot more, I think, but I see it on a deeper level. So you can change the way you look. You can grow your edges back, you can get perfect eyesight, you can have straight teeth. No matter what anybody else says, your body is governed by your mind. If you feel it and believe it and feel it, because those the components. You have to suggest. You're getting suggestions every day, so you have to create your own. What was it? Pavlov's dogs, and the idea that he suggested that his dogs, when he would bring out the food, they would start to salivate, as if create saliva in their system, in their mouths, which is something that you do when you're getting ready to eat, or you at least hungry. Well, he started doing something with ringing the bell, and the dogs would have the same physical reaction that they did to the food, but the bell just was them knowing that the food would come. He made a suggestion that this is now, I'm going to suggest this bell ringing that you're going to salivate. So it just says something, that suggestion is everything. If I suggest that you're going to live 6 months, and I'm an authority that you believe, then you probably will. But if I suggest otherwise, then you won't. It's beautiful, and it's proven, and it's real, and I can feel it. But of course, so how do you get to that state and stay in it? It's meditation. Meditation is it's the definite quality of the mind, but it's also the seeing where the mind goes. They're saying that we think how many thousands of thoughts a day, but unfortunately we're thinking the same ones. And how we know we're thinking the same ones? We have the same routines every day. They're automatic. So how do you make a new automatic routine? You have a new automatic thought, but only now you program it to be automatic, the new thought. It's pretty profound. Pretty profound. So it's helped me understand how I've done some of the things that I've done. It's helped me understand how I'm living in Ghana and, as people say, thriving. It's helped me understand how I've managed to live so long, in a sense, long meaning without being hospitalized, right? And thriving. But it also it shows me where I can go, because I wasn't as conscious of it. I was doing meditation I was hoping that this was going to work. I was almost forcing. It was working in that I was thinking the same new thoughts, so I was programming, but it was slow to come because there was a part of me that was built on badness or guilt. So now that I can eliminate the past and eliminate me doing something because I was bad, now I actually can manifest a lot quicker. Changing the frequency or changing the environment, in a sense, might change the frequency, but I'm going to say it again, it was the frequency changed, that environment changed. And once the frequency changes, the environment changes, and the environment changes to one that supports the lightness of your first 3 chakras, which are your worry, I don't want to say worry chakras, but your survival chakras. Today is green. Ancient Kemetic system. And green is for Herbal. Goddess of beauty, of love, of abundance. And so I'm wearing my green head wrap with my brown cap. And of course, it's a simple look. Let me show you. It's a simple Friday look. But it is my shirt. Look at the off-the-shoulder jammy right there. The off-the-shoulder jam. I'm meeting with I'm Cara. If you want one, email me at Afro Central Home Design. at gmail.com. They're gorgeous and feminine and beautiful and, chic and elegant and all of that good stuff. Okay. So, yeah, please buy and support. That's how you can support. You can donate if you're feeling this. It's easy for you. You can go to PayPal, or you could just buy something, and that supports me as well. All right. Good morning. Let's see. Naturally. I told Naturally she was not here last night, and the demons was out, girl. The evil was out, but it was okay. That just makes us appreciate you more. Hey, Toshia, good greetings to you. Hey, Erebus, I'm definitely gonna make you the second in command. Just in case Naturally's not here, we'll have Erebus be a moderator now, so that if Naturally's not there, she can, remove the evil. Sweating is good. It's very good. Sweating is very good. That's right. Hey, Audrey, good morning. Toshia says, yes, the power of the mind. Yes. Natural Cover says 100%. Good one, says Naturally. Hey, DJ says, Grand Rising to me. Hey, DJ, like they say, do you want to be comfortable or do you want to grow? Because you can't do both. That's right. Araba says, very true. Naturally says, donations are welcome. So right there, there's the PayPal link. Or feel free to email afrocentralhomedesign@gmail.com for anything you see on the channel. Yes. Hey, Mia, very true. She says, thank you. Good morning, Beverly. The shirt is so cute. Thank you, Beverly. I can see you in the shirt. Because you got the earrings, you got to get the shirt. Hey, M. Grant, good morning, Queen. Have a great day. You too. It is too. It's a great day. So, questions for you to ponder. Are you willing to have a different life? Which means the next question means, are you willing to have a different you? Do you want something so much that you are so willing to not be yourself? Your personality is not set or finite. Your personality is not, oh, this is me. I'm a Leo. This is me. I'm a this. I'm a that. Well, good. I will keep having the same life based on that. You are your biochemistry. You are what's really going on inside. Some say biochemistry. Some say you are God. It is your inner. It is your God self that governs all of you. So how do we tap into that? We tell it what to do. Because we believe that God governs us, that God is the divine, tells us what to do. We believe in a belief. That's why we pray to something. Well, guess what? Your biochemical structure, called mind, some call consciousness, is God. You can look at it scientifically. You can look at it spiritually or religiously. It's the same. Some people, it's going to help them to understand the science a little bit more. That there is really something that can change in an instant. We believe it's prayer, but biochemically, something changes when you change a thought and become and have a new belief. We've done it. When I was at my lowest getting depressed, being in North Carolina, living in that house, I said, oh, no, wait, it's the feelings. I believe the law of attraction, Abraham, that's a basic level of quantum physics. But it's basic, but it's enough to get you. She broke it down, change the way you feel. You're still going to feel like you're faking it. There's still going to be times it feels like you're faking it, but you are being repetitious about the faking it, that it's not actually fake. So fake it till you make it, you're not even, fake it till you make it means that, if you're not feeling it, keep doing it. Because the more you do it, the more your body believes it's true. But when you start going to quantum physics, which is the same thing, really, they're illustrating, it helps you to understand that literally or chemically or biologically or physiologically, your cells, your transmitters, your neurotransmitters are changing. The network is rearranging and changing. It's like you change your network of people around you so that you can and create a different network to produce more results in your life. You change the network of how the chemicals, your body, your cells are interacting. It's proven by the thought. So it's got to be God. So your thoughts are God. And I mean, when you be different about it, if you thought my thoughts are God, so my God self is still powerful even if my thoughts are negative. because it's all God. And now I get that the Reverend Eloise Oliver from the Church of Science of Mind, or Religious Science rather, she used to say, the prostitute is God, the nun is God, the whore is God, the saint is God. It's all God. It's all created. It's all ability to change. It's all ability to believe. Whatever is governing you is God. So you want a positive governing or you want a negative governing, how you want it. So I'm ready now. Like I got this. So I know this stuff. What's going on is such on another. You're not. You have when you have the ultimate answer that you are God, as the book, Three Magic Words, as many books have said. Then nothing outside of you. Fear no one but God. Oh, on the other side, fear no one but God. Like that. That now the GME, now the Africans, and you got to listen to. There's a black man, Dr. Bynum, who talks about the cosmology or the cosmic consciousness of Africans in their everyday ritual. So the Adinkra symbol makes so much sense. It's interesting that Adinkra means farewell or goodbye to one that is transitioning or leaving, dying. But if you can look at the idea of the Adinkra symbol, the same word as goodbye or farewell, you could say goodbye or farewell to the old self. That in the sense that Adinkra symbol is still illustrating death in its meaning, or farewell, a leaving of a death. Well, you got to have little deaths every day of your old way of thinking. You have to adinkra the same way. You have to say farewell in the same way. The adinkras are very powerful. That even that the shapes of the adinkra, matter of fact, if you are interested in Sesamo Saban, this adinkra symbol for transformation, that those shapes, if you look into space with equipment, you can see similar shapes in the cosmos. So we are the metaphysicians. We are the God consciousness. We are the Christ consciousness as the African who's maintaining certain rituals and symbols and beliefs. We are. All right, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat now. I done said what I had to say. Okay, yes, says Beverly, yes. Yep, I'm on it today and have backup with DJ in the house. That's right, DJ's here, yes. Okay, beautiful message, yes. The Classic Beauty, good morning, Queen from Indiana. Hey, Classic Beauty. Erebush, yes, I'm reevaluating my beliefs and principles. Yes, ma'am. Erebush G, yes. Clever, yes, good. Now, y'all know each other because y'all sisters. Sharice, good morning. Mia says, true feelings create your reality. Yes. Music, dancing, comedy, and self-care keeps me in that high, good feeling and manifestation. And Mia, you're so right. Let's think about the cousins guy. Cousins that actually was diagnosed with some very debilitating arthritis. And the doctor said, oh, you got a 99 chance of dying real soon. And he was like, you know what, I'm going to go watch the Marx Brothers, which is interesting because that's what my mom loved, the Marx Brothers. My mom used to laugh from her guts. Oh, my God. And he started watching funny stuff, and he noticed that, because he had a lot of pain associated with the diagnosis, he noticed that if he spent an hour watching and laughing heartily from comedy, that he would have like 3 to 4 hours of pain relief. So the more hours he spent laughing, the more hours he spent having less pain until the pain was gone. So laughter, dancing, high vibe music, talking positive, these kind of so-called, I'm gonna call it podcasts. This is where we're at. This is high vibe, staying positive, talking positive, enjoying laughing, like the way when I create something like, oh my God, y'all, did y'all see this? What? Oh my God, like, woo, like, changes. That's what we're staying. That's what we're doing. So if you want this on an even deeper level, because there's some things I would love to name, but I can't use these words, you should join the master class, the mastermind group, $47. We meet every second and fourth Sunday, and it's on Zoom, so it's powerful. It's powerful. But I'm gonna do my best to bring who I can, because I know the people that's hearing. Also, you want to support me in my high vibratory frequency clothing, because I got that. Email me at Afrocentric Home Design. Tell me what you saw. I'll tell you how much it is, and I'll make sure you get it. All right, y'all. I got some papers to sign because we are shipping out some stuff. Hey, Dancing with Nature. Love it, 925. Love that vibe. I will see you all in the next video. Have a beautiful, blessed one. Hopefully, I'll have some new stuff for y'all in the jewelry realm, and we can work with that. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace and love.